trying to kill us. They trying to starve us to death. I just got some bad news, y'all. The U.S. just voted against food as a human right in 2025. Not 1825, not 1925, in 2025, okay? They out here preaching freedom and democracy while telling the world that basic survival is optional. What the fuck is really going on? Nah, that's not right. And you can't call yourself the land of the free if you out here denying people food. Where they do that at? Like, y'all have money for bombs and billionaires and fucking bailouts, but not for basic dignity? I'm not understanding.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
It's official. All SNAP benefits and all food stamps will be cut off as of November 1st. So stop right now, save and share this video with everybody. And if you don't believe me, 5 hours ago, USA Today literally posted, SNAP benefits won't go out November 1st. The well has run dry. Now, as an individual that makes tens of thousands of dollars per month from my online business, I still use food stamps. I buy food stamps because in Black America, if a mom of 5 has 5 children and she got all these fucking food stamps every single month, well, she may not use all those food stamps, so I could come buy $200 or $300 worth of food stamps for half price. Now, what does this mean for everybody else that does not make tens of thousands of dollars every single month?
Trump done cut them food stamps off.
If you're poor, don't have kids, okay? If you're struggling, don't have kids. Don't bring more in. If you already have them, that's another situation. If you don't have them, don't bring any in. And if you have 2, don't go having another one. If you have 1, don't go having 2 more.
Baby, white TikTok is in a frenzy, and while I have my voice right now, I'm gonna use that hoe. They don't understand how their SNAP benefits are being cut off in November. They literally thought when they heard SNAP benefits, it was only gonna hit the black folks, okay? Now, I'm gonna say this. When the government shuts down, it does not just shut down for one particular group of people. It shuts down for everybody and they fucking mama. So yes, white people in the Midwest, these Appalachian white folks, y'all ain't gonna have y'all shit either. Now, I am gonna say this. When you decided to vote for that man, you put a wild card on the table during UNO. You don't know which way this man is gonna go. And no, I am not blaming Democrats once again. They are holding the fucking line for the Affordable Care Act and Medicaid. Something you white folks on SNAP need. So y'all better buckle up. Now, if there's an uptick in shoplifting in grocery stores, if y'all see that shit, be like Pam on Martin. I ain't seen jack.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, white Americans, they are in disbelief that their SNAP benefit is going to end starting this November. So we all know starting this November, the government, Donald Trump, our government, it is going to end SNAP benefit, and majority of Americans, they are in disbelief. They are not accepting that they will now live without SNAP benefit. So kindly guys, I want you to watch these reactions from Americans who they are still in disbelief. Then I'll be back with more comment. All credits goes the original creator of the video. I'm your host, Dash Lifestyle.
Honestly, I'm very happy they're taking away the food stamps. That's great because y'all swear at the poll you were doing something to hurt immigrants and people who look like me. But now, all the rednecks and Mima and Papa and Junebug and Slaughterbug and all y'all gonna be hungry this fucking Thanksgiving. Thank God. You thought you were shooting other people, you end up shooting yourself in the foot. Good. Like, great. I'm happy. Thank you. Majority of the immigrants who you claim are stealing your stuff, we don't even qualify for food stamps. Maybe y'all can use this hungry time to think about what y'all did at the poll last November. This Thanksgiving, maybe y'all can fast and repent.
Food stamp hating assholes is really starting to make my hemorrhoids itch. How you gonna be mad at somebody for being on food stamps and getting a couple snacks? You don't know their grocery schedule. Sometimes I will go and get all the stuff that I need for my house, my canned goods, my vegetables, my milk, my cereal, all that sort of stuff. And then I'll get to the house and realize I ain't got none of the snacks that I wanted. And I'll take my big busted can of biscuit ass up there and get me a pack of Oreos, some ice cream. Everything I get is basically sugar free, but I get all that stuff and I come back home. You gonna be looking at my cart like, damn, she got sodas and chips and all kinds of stuff in there. Show the fuck do. I was on food stamps when I was younger. I'm not judging them. You know why? Because I know how to mind my own motherfucking business. Y'all not worried about how the Congress is still getting paid, even though the government shut down. Y'all not worried about all the research studies that they do on fucking erections and old people and like and mice and shit. You not worried about where your tax dollars going to that? How you gonna be mad that Miss Becky and her construction husband and her convenience store job with their 6 kids is they over there doing their very best, but they need a little bit of assistance? How you gonna be mad at them for having Medicaid and food stamps, and you get upset when you see them walking in with that pack of Oreos? Bitch, you dusty, and you need to go worry about yourself. And maybe you need to go read that book that you claim to know so well and learn about the kindness and shit. Dusty asshole.
This morning I called my local DSS office and I asked them to confirm whether or not what I was hearing was true, knowing it was true, that SNAP benefits are not coming next month. And she said, yeah, no, you're right, they're not coming. I said, okay, well, I hadn't heard anything, confirming what I'm hearing, so I was just calling to check. And she said, you're not going to hear anything. And I said, well, why? And she said, well, your local DSS are trying to figure out what's going on, but the state DSS is not planning on telling anybody what's going on. They're not planning on letting the citizens know that they're not going to get their food stamps next month. She also said that this would likely go on into December, that we will likely not get December's SNAP benefits. So that's great. That's lovely. So I'm coming to TikTok in hopes that there is an answer here. I don't know what the answer could be. I don't know what the solution could be. I don't know if is it mutual aid? Is it mutual aid? Do we all need to come together and start pooling our money and help these families like myself, like my mother, like my grandmother, who don't have the money to replace those benefits, who don't have the income to replace those benefits? What do we do? Because there are children, there are elderly, there are disabled people who do not have the money.
You worried about some food stamps when you should be worried about a job. Y'all can pull up on everybody besides pulling up on a job. You've been living for free for a long damn time. It's time to get out here and be a big girl and take care of your responsibility without the help of the government and free assistance. Don't act like you did not know this day was soon to come, because it was. If you paid attention to your ancestors and your grandmother back in the days, you should know how to survive. All this panicking and telling them I gotta go take out of a store and go run the grocery cart out the store. Trust and believe me, baby, the prison doors are still open. They still arresting you dummies. And you go to jail, you're going to for sure lose your Section 8 when the government do cut back on. Don't be stupid. Be smart. You're just going to have to go back to your old roots. You're going to have to go back to peanut butter and jelly. Go to your local free food center and get that big block of cheese. It's really, really good because I ate it. Ask them, do they got the pork in the can and the chicken in the can and the beef in the can? Got to do what you got to do because you got to feed your kids, because that's your excuse, remember? You got to start using that dry milk that they give you. You know that box of dry milk? Put your little water in there and go get you some damn cornflakes, because you got to feed the baby, because that's your excuse, as I need my food stamps to feed my kids, so I'm telling you how to feed your kids. Go back and get you some rice and some chicken. Perfectly dark chickens. You know, the leg and the thigh. Put you some chicken in the water, let it cook real good. Throw you some rice in there, let it cook, and get you some chicken and some rice. You could also put it with you some cream of chicken if you want to in there to give it flavor. And put you some cornbread on there, some hot water cornbread. All you need is some cornmeal, and you mix it on up. Make some little patties and put it on the stove if you want to. However, make you some cornbread with it. Hey, you got a meal for the baby. You don't need pop. You don't need candy. You don't need 5 and 6 boxes of cereal on your refrigerator. Because you did that because you were getting free food stamps $3,000 worth of food stamps, meaning you have zero income, okay? That means you're claiming no income. You're telling your caseworker, I don't have any income at all, because you had any income, she will budget that out, and you have to pay some type of rent. She will budget that out where you wouldn't be getting no 2,000 and 3,000. So you scamming the system anyway to get 3,000 and 4,000, because there's no reason how they should give you $3,000 and $4,000 worth of stamps with 2 and 3 kids. You should have at least about 9 or 20 kids to be getting that much food stamps. So let's just be real. You're getting over. So now you have to find out how to maneuver like a big girl, and you have to learn how to be able to piece this out and get this together yourself, because there's no help coming for you, okay? There's no use of crying. There's no use of panicking. You have to stay calm if you're a real mother, because you have to feed your child, remember? So you have to go back to your old roots. Get them sugar sandwiches out. Yeah, I used to eat sugar sandwiches. Get the mayonnaise sandwiches out. I used to eat the mayonnaise sandwich. Boy, that was finger licking good. And hey, don't forget your noodles now. You know them noodles was cheap as hell. Noodles ain't nothing like 35 cents a pack. Go stack up on you some noodles, because you don't want to run out on them noodles. Go get you some rice. Don't want to run on rice. Go get you some potatoes. You don't want to run on potato, but you actually don't need no meat every day. Okay? I'm pretty sure your ass can lose a couple pounds. Pretty sure your ass already look like you're full. Okay? So you yourself now do not really need to eat like that anyway. You don't need meat every day. So just use this damn time that the government's down and just call it a fast. Don't trip. Just call it fast. Quit eating meat right now any fucking way. Okay? They might be saving your fucking life. Eat you some potatoes, some asparagus, and grab you some fruit. Go on a watermelon diet. It's time to get back in touch with yourself another type of way or something. You know what I'm saying? But back to the cornflakes it is, folks. See, you got to go get you some hot dogs and pork and beans, because we're going back to that type of shit too as well. Get your ass some hot dogs, get your ass some pork and beans. Don't say my kids don't eat that shit, because you ain't been giving that shit. Because when you get $3,000 worth of food stamps, you know damn well you ain't get your kids no pork and beans and hot dogs. So quit making up excuses. And I want you to feed them babies. And as far as yourself, you ain't really got to eat like that, because you already look full. I'm pretty sure you big as fuck anyway. So you probably already look full. But, hey, you just tried to live a free life. You didn't want to fix your credit card. You refused to go get a job and work and get some taxes taken out your check. So my best bet to you is to go get a job. Go get a fucking job. You shouldn't be living in the projects anyway. The projects have it's just crazy. You know, like at some point in time, you should want better out your life when you been in that type of environment all your motherfucking life. You want to just dig yourself out of there one damn day. How the fuck you was born and raised in the projects, and then you have kids and you raise them in the projects, and you still in the goddamn project. The project and been tore down or rebuilt and everything, and you're still in the projects. Like, because you only got to pay, what, $30 a month? That's crazy work. So, if that's the way you want to live, that's on you. But don't come crying to us, because we out here working hard for what we want. We out here trying to buy our 5 acres in the mule. Okay? We trying to get what God want us to get. We ain't trying to worry about that bullshit and those food stamps and all that dumb shit, because that's not going to have to. We got to pray. God over everything. What happened to that? Is you praying? God over everything. So we going to have to just sit down, buckle down, relax, and pray, and let God do what he have to do for us, and just ride it out peacefully, and just watch how it all play out. Because if God was on your side and God came and whispered in your ear, I'm pretty, the first thing he would tell you is, go get a job. Today, you should be thinking about a job. J-O-B, bitch. And if you ain't got that message, I don't know what else to tell you.
EBT, the SNAP benefits, ends in November. And I want to make this very clear. This is my personal opinion. You don't like it, scroll on by. SNAP EBT is paid by tax dollars. I pay for that. I haven't missed a single year in taxes since I was of age. I pay for that, and yet I can't get on it. I don't meet the requirements. Why? Because I'm single. I'm on my own. I don't have a disability. I don't have kids. So I don't meet the requirements according to my state. Okay? So this is why I say my personal opinion. If you have more than 2 kids, you should not be allowed to have EBT. Because the first time you had a kid, you went and got EBT because you couldn't afford to feed the kid. Then you had another, and you barely couldn't afford to feed the first one, and now you barely can afford the second one, so you get more on EBT. What makes you think if you have another one, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, that's okay? Okay? It's selfish. It is selfish. For those that are freaking out right now, welcome to the party. Welcome to the club. What about all of us? What about the rest of us that have been struggling, barely getting by, while you guys get free food every single day off of my tax dollars? If you don't like it, you can scroll on by. But the truth is, my personal opinion, if you have more than 2 children, you should not be allowed on EBT. And if that bothers you, it's because it's the truth. God bless.
Yo, what's good, TikTok? Your boy, the 504 checking y'all. Louisiana, y'all good, bro. Governor Landry just drew y'all a lifeline, bro. Y'all can get y'all food stamps November. So everybody in Louisiana gonna have a nice Thanksgiving. If you're not in Louisiana, boy, your Thanksgiving gonna be short. Boy, y'all gonna have motherfucking chicken motherfucking nuggets and shit here. I mean, oatmeal fucking sandwiches, bitch. It's gonna be hard for you motherfuckers, boy. I am so sorry, bro, but you know, Louisiana governor signed the executive order, bro, saying, you know what? If you old, if you disabled, and if you have kids, you can get your stamps in November. All you motherfuckers that don't have no kids, that's out here, you know what I'm saying, on your Section 8 vouchers, you know what I'm saying, you single with no kids, no nothing, you ain't got no job, you get them food stamps, not this month. Nope. No SNAP November still apply to you motherfuckers. Because y'all shouldn't be getting no fucking food stamps anyway. You're an able-bodied motherfucker. You ain't got no fucking kids, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason you should be on food stamps. There's no reason you should be on Section 8. There's no reason you should be on nothing at all. Like real shit. So take them motherfucking stamps. Get everybody else their stamps. I need some of y'all stamps here.
For those of you laughing because I'm on welfare, I just want to show you something real quick. This is my upcoming pending deposit for SNAP EBT for November. If you are laughing at me right now because you think that I'm going to suffer come November, you better think again. I know how to work the system into my favor.
Now, I don't know what state she's in. I don't know how she is able to game the system in this way, because that means she's a mom of 3. It's her, so that means they all get over $1,000 a piece to eat off of every month. 4 people. I don't know if she have a husband or a boyfriend or whatever, and they're just not working, or if she just added on extra people that she's taking care of. I don't know. But can somebody tell me, how does a person get over $4,000 worth of food stamps every single month? Let me know in the comments.
You know what our biggest problem as a society? People not minding their own goddamn business. Especially this whole food stamp situation. Mind your fucking business. Who gives a shit if somebody's on food stamps? They got something that our tax dollars paid for that reason, to help others. But you're trying to fight with the wrong people who've been spending your tax money on other things other than the people in here. So you're looking at the wrong people. It's the rich and your government. You're fighting with poor people. You know what in the blue hell are you thinking? Like, do you have common sense? That's where it comes down to. Do you have common sense? If not, you have zero critical thinking skills in this world, because it's not the poor people. Because in this time right now, we're all fucking broke at this point. Like, you're so worried about the government controlling everything when they're trying to control everything right now. It wouldn't surprise me to use this food stamp situation as a way to, you got to have digital ID to get it now. What do you think this government shutdown's all about? It doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat. They're doing it on purpose, so when the digital ID stuff comes for next year, you either have it or you don't. And if you don't have it, you can't get food stamps, you can't get anything that you need for yourself, for your children, whatever. So when they're going to put you in fear basis, because, you know, in our society, you know, we don't help each other out because we believe in a hierarchy so much that fuck people, right? That's what most of you think. Fuck people. They need to work hard. They need to do this. They're entitled. All the stupid fucking things you say because you're fucking slow. When you're miserable as fuck because you're working hard, because you're miserable. You want others to work hard as well because you're fucking miserable, because you choose that lifestyle. Your life is your life for a reason, because you choose that path. So how are you going to blame others for your stupid ass path that you choose? And a lot of you are claiming that you have so much money as well. But if you have so much money, why does it bother you what others are doing? It makes no sense to me. Why does it matter? Like, what? Mind your own fucking business. Like a bunch of fucking dogs sniffing for food when somebody's trying to eat. That's one of the reasons why the government always wins as well. Because you got people out here who don't know how to mind their own fucking business. So they're going to be little tattletales and snitches and whatever the fuck they're doing, because you're a bunch of assholes and sheeps and NPCs who are going to tell the teacher what the other person's doing. Some of you just might need a hobby then. If you're in other people's business, you might need a hobby.
So they say 2 million is getting cut off this month for the scamps. I'm about to go find out if I'm in that number, in that ratio.
There is no calming down. Okay? There's no calming down to be had. There's no calming me down. And the next person that suggests that I calm down, I'm probably going to hit with a car. Okay? Listen, I work with poor people. Okay? I work with some of the poorest people in Kentucky. I have children that live in homes that don't have windows. They don't have plumbing. They don't have electricity. They don't have any way to... I work with very poor people. Okay? I'm so upset I'm shaking. I'm so upset that I am shaking. So what I see local Christians posting is a scripture from Thessalonians. And it says something like, if a man doesn't work, then he shouldn't eat. Fuck you and your fake Christianity and your pathetic attempts to make the poor people the bad guy. When we have an egotistical, narcissistic, sociopathic, orange motherfucker in the White House who, instead of trying to take care of the poor people in his country that he was elected to represent, is destroying the White House to build a $200 million ballroom, or who is giving another country $40 billion, or who is saying, oh, hey, we have farmers here that are literally killing themselves because they don't have any money whatsoever. But I think that we should start getting beef from Argentina. Listen to me. You are a fake Christian. I don't give two shits if that hurts your feelings. You are a fake Christian. My Jesus and your Jesus are not the same person. And my God and your God are definitely not the same person, because mine isn't orange. And he's not a rapist. And he's not a pedophile. But if that's who you want to look up to, you feel free to do that. But I am not going to allow you to say that you are a good Christian person, because you are not. You are not. Using the idea that a few people on food stamps might not work, even though there are already like many things, hurdles and hoops that these people have to jump through just to get food stamps, just to get them in the first place. You using the example of that to just say, oh, these people are my enemy, like let them starve. Who are you? Buddy, listen to me. You are so much closer to being on the street and starving yourself than you will ever be to being a billionaire like Donald Trump. He does not give a shit about you. None of the Republicans give a shit about you. And you are willing to starve the children and people in your community because you agree with them. I can't stand y'all. I cannot stand y'all. I am so sick of everybody. I am so sick of it. If I have children starving at the beginning of next month, I mean, how are they not going to be? How are they not going to be starving? Where are they going to get food? I'll tell you where, and this is probably the honest truth. Other poor people. Other poor people are going to open up their homes and their kitchens for these people that are struggling. That's because they are Christian. But you people, no.
It's been day 5 and I have not received no food stamps. My disability checks is on hold. My cash benefits is not coming no more. They're still pending. It is the taxpayer's job to pay for my kids to eat and for my kids to be taken care of. I have over 2,000 followers on TikTok and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents. If you're watching video and you can't send me nothing, I'm blocking you.
You know, people are out here scrambling, asking, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Take your butt to work. Let's get into this video.
I just want to remind you, we cut off 42 million people from food, including children, vets, disabled. You're still going to pay the same taxes. Just like you're still paying the same taxes when we got rid of the FAA, the FDA, the CDC, the USDA, the EPA, all those things that protect your air, your water, shit in your food. Don't forget the other programs that we're cutting. Department of Education. I don't have a kid that goes to school, but you might, or your sister or your cousin. Just remember, you're paying the same taxes. I'm an accountant. The rates are the same. But we had money for $40 billion for Argentina last week. $172 million for some new private planes for Kristi Noem. Money for the National Guard. $5 million a day to be in blue cities. Because all of a sudden, blue cities, they're the only ones with crime. And all of a sudden, don't forget that $250 million ballroom. Oh, and $3 million every time Trump golfs. Oh, I'm sorry. And $10.4 million every day to Israel, who has health care. You're still going to pay the same taxes. But just remember, once food goes up, it's not coming down.
And to the girls that's excited that SNAP EBT food stamps is getting cut, I guarantee you that one of your friends depends on that. And if you my friend, I'm that friend that depend on that. So if you happy, that's cool. So I'm going to be asking you for money every day.
So we got people out here crashing out because a lot of people are not showing any sympathy for the possibility of those people that get food stamps not getting them in the month of November. You know how many people I've seen sell food stamps to get their hair done, nails done, their toes done, buy an outfit to go to the club, drugs? A lot. If I've seen it, other people seen it. You know what? That's why people don't give two fucks. I've seen people, women, get a new man. The man got the food stamp. Now, the food stamp is for her and her kids. The man has the food stamp card and he in the grocery store buying shit that he want. People see that shit. The what? They don't give two fucks. You know, some kids go to school and get breakfast and lunch, no dinner, because mama done sold the food stamps for shit that she wanted. Dumb people don't give two fucks. So don't get me wrong. It's not everybody, but people see some fucked up shit. So they're like, who cares? And people are saying, well, what about my kids? Well, yeah. What about your kids when you had the food stamps? You out there selling them. What did you think about your children then? People are seeing this, and people are like, well, nobody don't care. You don't go through no hardships. You know, this, that, and third. You can't say people hadn't gone through hardships. People just deal with them differently. But the fucked up shit that people do, people see that. So now people are like, I don't care. They be like, what about... Girl coming here, she was talking about them food stamps. And, you know, I asked the question only as Aunt Viv can. I said, are you mad that you might not get food stamps to feed your kids, or are you mad that you might not get food stamps to sell this month? And she got mad. And I was like, I'm just asking the question. I say, because you sell your food stamps every month. I'm like, so which are you mad at? You mad at that you got to go out there and spend money and feed your kids, and you don't have them food stamps to sell and have the extra money in your pocket, do shit that you don't want to spend your money on? Are you mad at that? Let me know. And she got mad, but only Aunt Viv can answer that question. So shit's about to get real. Instead of y'all moaning and groaning about it, y'all got to come up with a plan, because y'all worried about November. Y'all better think about 6 months to a year down the road, or the next 4 years, because this administration is trying to cut off all that shit. All them shit some Democrats did to give people shit to make people life a little bit easier, they're about to cut all that shit off. And some of that shit needs to be cut off, real talk, because people have been taking advantage of the system and abusing it and depending on that shit. Not everybody, but some. So yeah, they about to cut that shit off. They about to cut off. Y'all fussing about 1 month. Y'all better be thinking about the next 3 years. Shit's about to get real, because they shut off Section 8, y'all fucks. Because some people out there paying $50 a month. You got a pocket full of money, but you paying $50 a month. So that money about to be gone, because you gonna have to go out there and actually pay that shit out of your pocket. That assistance you was getting to pay that light bill, and you just got the windows open and running air conditioning, yeah, they about to cut that shit off too. So you gonna have to pay your own light bill. So life is about to start lifing for a lot of people. But don't get mad when people don't give 2 fucks, because we see so many people out there abusing that shit that they be like, I don't give a shit. You know, what about my kids? What about your kids? When you was out there doing that fucked up shit with them food stamps, what about your kids then? So it's not everybody, but it's fucked up. I see seniors, they giving $50 a month. What the fuck is $50 a month? Well, they $3 over the allotted amount of money. But you got this shit next door that can work. Got teenagers still getting food stamps, but won't work. Y'all ain't saying nothing to her. People see that. You got this veteran with PTSD. Can't work because he might choke the shit out of somebody if you say the wrong thing or blink, or somebody drop a book. You won't give him anything. You got somebody that actually has a disability and need it. Well, you give him a little something, but you don't give him enough. But you got this chick, he getting $2,000. So people see that. So people are reacting on what they see, what they've come in contact with. So y'all can't get mad. Everybody has a different opinion. You may feel one way about the situation, and a whole lot of people may feel the other way. So only thing I can tell y'all, buckle down. It's about to be a bumpy.
If you are naive enough to think that the pause to SNAP benefits on November 1st isn't going to affect you because you don't receive food stamps, I want you to hear this. About 1 in 8 Americans receive SNAP benefits. In fact, in Oklahoma, where I live, that's 1 in 6 people. So about 600,000 people in my state alone, Oklahoma, receive SNAP benefits. About 1 in 4 children in the U.S. receive SNAP benefits. But you're not one of those people, so you don't care. But hang with me. When those benefits go away, just about $9 billion in grocery spending vanishes. So you've got to be thinking about not just the grocery stores being able to stay open and pay their employees, but you have to think about the entire supply chain, trucks on the road, people who provide food to these grocery stores. $9 billion. Every dollar spent in SNAP benefits adds about $1.50 to $1.80 to the economy. So cutting those benefits isn't saving that dollar, it's taking away that $1.50 to your local economy. But you don't receive SNAP benefits, you don't work for a grocery store, you don't drive a truck, you don't give a shit. But when all of those things happen, the only way to combat that is to drastically increase the price of groceries. Grocery prices are already up over 3% in 2025 alone, which is almost an entire percentage higher than the average increase in grocery prices over the last 20 years. I thought they were supposed to go down day one though. So even if SNAP benefits only pause for 1 month, which by the way would be detrimental to all the people I mentioned before that you don't give a shit about, it will cost the economy roughly $13 to $14 billion in profit. And you can expect your grocery prices in just that 1 month to go up at least 1%. And states will stand to lose about $300 to $500 million in sales tax revenue. So even if you do not receive SNAP benefits, you never have, you never will, you do not want these to be paused on November 1st.
All right, now, they said in November they cutting this SNAP program, they cutting the food stamps, and people are pissed. Now, I genuinely feel bad for the individuals who can't work and do have to collect these benefits. But for those of you that have working hands and feet that choose to stay home and collect these benefits, I don't feel bad for you. And to all of you that are talking about, I'm walking up in that store and I'm taking what I want and I'm not paying for it and I better not get touched, keep that same energy when the cops come. Keep that same energy when you're standing before the judge. Keep that same energy when you're sitting in a cell. Keep that same energy when your children have sleepless nights because their parents are sitting somewhere in a cold cell because they wanted to do something reckless. That mentality will get you nowhere. And I don't know why we're not realizing this in 2025. You can't just walk up in a store and take what you want. Nobody owes you anything. If it was really that serious to you and you really needed those benefits, you would prioritize. Getting your hair, nails, and lashes done is not a necessity. Name brand shoes and clothes are not a necessity. And let's not forget, this halt is temporary. A permanent solution to a temporary problem is not worth the risk. So go ahead, run up in them people's store and take what you want. Let's see what happens.
SNAP benefits may end for November. It's not for sure, but there is a chance. So I'm going to walk you through some things that you're going to need. If you are down to your last dollars and you want to make your food stretch, I'm going to tell you right now, as somebody who grew up on SNAP and decided to get away from that system, but had to rely on it because that was the only source of food we had, I can understand that this is very dangerous and very, very concerning. So let's go over some of the things that you want to add into your pantry. Beans. You want a large bag of beans. Beans and rice. Beans and rice. You combine those together, you have a complete protein. You just need water, okay? I'm going to teach you how to make some of these meals. Flour. This is my flour. I store mine into food saver containers. You don't need to worry about that right now because I'm going to make you guys all little preppers. You want flour. You can cook a lot with flour. You've got your beans, you got your rice, you got your flour. Now we're going to move on to ways that you can cook a little bit better. You're going to go to the Dollar Tree and you're going to get yourself some seasonings, okay? Just a few, okay? We're going to really make this stretch. Shizniz hitting the fan is not the same for everybody else. And understand that people losing SNAP benefits, this could be their SHTF situation. So I want you to be as prepared as possible. Welcome to the Preppers Club. I'm going to teach you how to make some really cheap meals and help you out.
Y'all need to get y'all's families together and have a big family meeting about how the holidays is motherfucking canceled. Yeah, cancel all of this shit. Everything is canceled, okay? Don't go out there buying all of these gifts, all of these presents. Don't go out there buying all of this. Furthermore, you need to start cutting down on your spending and stop buying unnecessary stuff, okay? Because the only way we're going to affect these people is to hit their pockets. They don't give a damn about us, all right? They done suspended SNAP benefits for the month of November. They said, hey, states, we ain't got it. How you ain't got it? How you ain't got it? But you're sending money to other countries. You're sending money to other countries and you're funding their food, you're funding their health insurance. Meanwhile, the government is shut down about an argument about health insurance and about other things that Americans need. But you're sending my money to another country. Shut the shit down. And before y'all get in my comments trying to talk shit, shut up. Okay? Oh, she's just mad because she's not receiving her food stamps this month. Baby, I don't even receive food stamps, but I have before. I'm not mad that I'm me personally not receiving food stamps. I'm mad about the direction America's going in. I'm mad for the people that's not receiving food stamps this month and that really need it. I'm mad that they cancel food stamps on the month where everybody gets together and spends the most on food, Thanksgiving. I'm mad about that when they know people need food. People that are really struggling are going to go without food. Homeless people are going to go without food. There are people that are going to be in the month of November starving. Food banks was already packed and already full. They're going to be even more packed than ever. And as a matter of fact, if you have the means and you feel like, oh, I haven't been affected yet, go ahead and give. Instead of spending money on bullshit this year, how about you go ahead and give to your local food banks? Go give some food. Go give some time. Go give some energy and help out. Because if it's affecting one, it can affect all. We're all going to be affected by this eventually. And it's no coincidence that they canceling food stamps this month. He wants us to go out and riot so bad so he can declare martial law. Y'all should be very upset. And if y'all can't get on one accord and stop buying shit up at the very least, baby, we're already done. We're doomed. We're done. Shut it down. Only buy necessities. Yeah, holidays is canceled. Don't go out there buying your kids $1,000 worth of gifts. Sit your kids down and have a conversation. It'll be okay. Let them know. We're fighting right now, sweetie. We are fighting. Your kids will understand. Let them know you're fighting for their future because right now it's not looking like they're going to have much of one. They'll understand. They'll get with the program. They'll adapt. They'll adjust. It'll be okay. You got to hit their pockets. You got to hit them where it hurts. They're not going to listen until you affect their money, affect their wallet. Since they want to take money out the government and a lot of these big corporations, big businesses are the ones that's funding it, Stop spending money. Yeah, holidays is canceled. Next 4 years, stop buying shit up. They don't give a damn about us. Stop buying shit up. Baby, don't go out there buying up all that shit. Sit the fuck down. Next 4 years, we sitting the fuck.
So I'm just gonna say what everyone is thinking. I don't care that you're losing your food stamps. I don't care that you're losing your free medical. I don't care that you are losing your free housing. Now y'all are just getting a taste of what every other person is going through. I should not have to pay to feed you and your 9 children. I'll be the selfish one. My kid comes first in my eyes, not you. I'm gonna give you a prime example of how broken this freaking system is. My son was in a very, very severe motorcycle accident involving a tow truck. We were in the hospital for almost a month. As a single mom with no support, and before any of you come at me about the single mom thing, no, I didn't expect myself to be a single mother, but you know what? Shit happens. Being a single mother with no freaking support, that is a month, actually over a month of lost wages over something that was completely out of our control. I was told by case management in the hospital, hey, the only way that your city is going to offer you any type of assistance is if you have an eviction notice. The only way that you're going to get help paying your bills because of these lost wages, because of an emergent situation, is if you have a shutoff notice. This is how broken the system is. I work over 40 hours a week. And you're telling me that I'm paying into a system that I cannot benefit from? But you want to come on the internet and bitch and complain about losing your free benefits that you've probably been on for 10 plus years on a brand new phone? We are sick of it. We're done. We're sick of it. We don't feel sorry for you at all. Because now you're just getting a small taste of what all of us have been going through for years. So here's an idea. Instead of continuing to pop out children that you cannot afford, get a condom and a job. Because the average American is sick of supporting you.
Every year I try to give food and I give toys to organizations to help. But I'm going to tell you, I gotta pay for my own family, and it sucks. But you guys have gotten very comfortable living off of the government. And the very thought that you might not get your cards in November has got you guys screaming all over the internet. Meanwhile, you had no problem spending $1,000 food hauls at Costco and showing all the internet, all the food you get, and dancing and laughing, and even some women like very sarcastically being like, oh, you mad?
Lock in, fuck niggas. We about to fact check this shit. First, if you fuck with me, check out that podcast. Let's get it. What the hell is she talking about? First of all, you are online way too much, and I know you know nothing about food stamps because if you did, you would not make that video. And why are you mad at people using food stamps to buy food? Isn't that why we use it? But I'm gonna give you guys some information just to show you what she's saying doesn't make any damn sense. First of all, if you want less people on SNAP benefits, that would mean that the economy has to get better. Because if we just took the time to use our big people brain, then we'll realize that if the price of living is increasing and wages remain the same, then more people are gonna need government assistance. Which is why reports are saying a stronger economy will equal less people on food stamps. Not to mention that food stamps is just a temporary assistance, meaning that people usually stay between 6 to 24 months. And do you even know the demographic of the people that are on these benefits that the right are complaining about? 34% are children, 33% are the elderly, and 17% are disabled. Not to mention that 50% of people who are on WIC, which is women, infant, and children, have either SNAP, Medicaid, or both. In Trump's economy, we have a bad job market, unemployment is high, and inflation is high as well.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how majority of Americans, they are furious because of they are going to lose their SNAP benefit starting this November 1st November. Majority of them, they are really angry. Majority of them, they are now regretting for voting for this administration, simply because these people, they didn't vote for this SNAP benefit to be taken away from them. But these people, what they wanted is just to punish black people. These people, they voted to punish the people of the color and black people. But right now they are seeing things, it is not going to how they wanted it to be. And that's why right now majority of them, they are really regretting for voting for this administration. First, it started with the Republicans. They went ahead and voted to crash big beautiful bill. We saw majority of white Americans, they lost their Medicare. Majority of them, they lost their Medicare, and it forced them to go deeper into their pockets to pay their own medicals bill. And because of that, we saw how majority of Americans, they were really angry. Majority of them, they were not happy. And also we saw to the farmers when Donald Trump, he came out and introduced tariff. He lied to them that the people who are going to pay the tariff, it is not the Americans, it is not the farmer, but it is the country which they are doing trade with. But it has turned out that right now the people who are really paying the tariff, it is the it is the Americans people who are paying the tariff. And the MAGA right now, they are furious simply because they are seeing that grocery price, it went up. So many life, it has really become expensive in America. And right now we are seeing also the government, it is going to end their SNAP benefit. And before that, we saw the government shut down, and majority of people, they lost their jobs. Where with government, when government it was shutting down, the majority of people, they have lost their jobs. Right now it is taking their SNAP benefit. So also this, it is going to affect majority of Americans in America. So you can see majority of them, they are not happy. And also these people, they have been asking also help from black people. So these people right now, they want to unite with the black people so that they can remove this government in office. But black people, they have been staying silent. Black people, they have been keeping quiet, and they really want to see how these people, they will overcome. Because I remember where during the time of campaign season in 2024, black people, they tried to warn these MAGA people not to vote in for this administration. But these people, they didn't listen warning from black Americans. Instead, they went ahead and vote for racism. They vote to punish black people. They vote for deportation, to see black people deporting. But up to now, they are not seeing black people being deported. These people, they voted for racism. So right now they are realizing that racism, it is very expensive. These people, they voted to punish black people, but right now we are seeing the people who are really coming out and crying, it is them, it is not black people. And also right now they are realizing that majority of people who they were in SNAP benefit, it is the white folks, but not black Americans. So right now they are now regretting for voting for this administration. So guys, I want to read some of the message and see what people that have come out and say on the comment section. So this one is saying that the SNAP benefit should not be shut down. These there are disabled, low income and elderly recipient that truly need the benefit. So you can see, I guess this is a MAGA. This one who is saying that SNAP benefit should not be shut down. This one, it is a MAGA. This one is saying that that woman that said she's getting 4K dollar a month in benefit and admitted to scamming is definitely coming off a propaganda purposely put online to away public opinion about benefit. Nobody gets that much in food stamp, and therefore for sure wouldn't play themselves out of receiving it with technology. You gotta be careful about what you believe online. This one is saying that when I got laid off and had to support myself and my son, I didn't not qualify for any public assistance. I have to figure it out on my own. This one is saying that I want my tax money to go to people in need and not to corporation and billionaires. Most people getting this benefit really need them, especially those with children, the elderly and disabled. So you can see the people who are going to be affected so much, it is children, elderly people and also disabled people that are going to be affected. But you can see the billionaires, the people who are in government, they are billionaires. They don't care about these people. All they care is they have been putting their interest first. When they have been when they are changing now the rules, and see if they are now making their life better in America. And that's why these people, they don't care about the poor people. And that's why I've been telling you that now the MAGA people, they need to do something to remove this government in office. Because if we continue like this, the America, it is falling down. They will wake up and find their country, it is no more, and things they are not working. So let me read this another comment here. This was saying that no, it is not the government responsible to take care of you, of your 9 kids. This one is saying that I remember when there was no food stamp for black folks. This one is saying that food stamp started because of poor white people in Virginia in 1964. Yeah, so this one is saying that this one saying that this one saying that not everybody built their family with SNAP benefit from the start. Some people have to use them after losing a head of household or job loss. All able-bodied people should provide for themselves through. This one saying that that lady literally just said she and 3 generation of her family are on welfare. Her grandmother, her mother, and herself are all on welfare, but they are always telling us to pull ourselves up by the boot strap. I have never been on welfare and I am damn near 50. This one saying that mind you, Israel received billions of dollars from America every year. So you can see while the government it is ending the SNAP benefit, when government it is ending the Medicare for the people, when government it is introducing the tax tariff, people they are really suffering, but the government it is giving out money. We saw they gave out around 40 billions to Argentina. We saw right now you can see this one saying that a government it is giving billions to the Israel. So you can see this government, what they are doing, it is they are not working according to the will of the people. They are not feeling what exactly people they are feel in America. This one saying that my mother stay with me, she'll be okay. This one saying that the lady in the blue is 100% correct. There's an agenda. Wake up, people. Don't fall for the banana in the tall pipe. This one saying that they have always said that the loudest ones are the weakest emotional ones. This one saying that it was the gate. I cannot read that one. So that one it is she has wrote a very bad. This one saying that why would anyone think it is only for the black people? Exactly. So these people they thought that majority of people are going to suffer from this SNAP benefit is black people, but right now they are realizing that the white people they are the face of SNAP benefit, but not black people. This is saying that people are so bothered by hair, nails, and lashes. This one is saying that more grocery stores will have we will have to fire people. They depend on this welfare program to make profit for the rich shareholders. Yeah, so also things are going to change in America. So guys, kindly you can share your thought on the comment section. I'll be reading it in my next video. So kindly guys, thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye guys.